I didn't have anybody to spend time with. I mean, besides friends, all the girls I had, like I see people go in and out of orphanage for vacation or just on holidays. I was the only one that wasn't going anywhere, and I kind of felt bad. I was like, I wish I had a family, to someone to take care of me, to love me, and I just didn't have that. So, and I'm very grateful that God provided me a family finally, and I was very pleased. Yeah. And also, like, realizing being a Christian, like, what Jesus' love feels like, then is what the world feels like. And my family adopting me, it just showed me real love, and having a family, and also, like, to look at a different perspective way. Yeah, what the world sees then is what I see.
It's easier to think about my spiritual adoption than it is to explain it. The adoption process certainly made me more aware of my spiritual adoption by Christ. I know I was adopted by Him, and I felt adopted by Him beforehand, but it became crystal clear during our adoption process. Melinda and I talked about adopting a child, but we never talked seriously about it, and we weren't thinking about adopting at the time, but God had different plans for us. So once we decided to adopt Pratima, we were told it was going to take 2 years, and it ended up only taking 1 year. We knew we were going to run out of money. We knew we did not have nearly enough money in the bank account. In our bank account, we knew we were going to empty those out before the process was done, but somehow or some way God provided enough for us, and we had more money in the bank at the end of our adoption process than at the beginning. But the biggest thing for me was the very beginning of this process for Pratima to adopt her. I was sitting in my office, and I received an email from one of our church members at the time saying that they had met a little, excuse me, they had met a little girl in India who was looking for a home. And I read through the email, and it really didn't do much for me. And then I opened up her picture, and it just hit me. And I could tell that this girl was going to be in our family. And I could just feel the emotions and the and the Holy Spirit working in me. And like I said, Melinda and I had not talked about adopting other, like most couples, we've talked about it, but it was never anything serious. But that email just changed everything. And Melinda was home at the time, and I told her there was an email I wanted her to look at, but I didn't say anything to her about how I felt. And she read through the email, and she opened the picture, and she got very quiet. And her next words were, "Do you mind if I call about this?" So that to me was just God saying, "Yeah, this is what you need to do. I'm going to take care of you the entire way." And then I realized that He'd been preparing me for that moment and for the next year of us adopting Pratima. But yeah, I have no question about who I am. I'm God's, and God is my true Father. I wasn't planning on crying, Prats.
I think we knew it might come.
Yeah, it comes every time I tell that story, but.